fuse, bring the boom. Let's go ignite, elements collide in a flash of light. And you feel like it means it's time. Light the fuse, bring the boom. Dynamite, let's go ignite, elements collide in a flash of light. And you feel like it means it's time. Light the fuse, bring the boom. Dynamite.
What's up, everybody? This is my review of Wild Women Wrestling Season 3, Episode 26, right here on the PW Hustle Zone. I'm not gonna to Black, the Professor of Women Wrestling. And I gotta say it, I gotta ask this question. What the hell is going on with the Fab Four? Like, seriously, we gotta go straight to it, not waste any time, because we gotta talk about this real quick. Last week, I didn't review last week's episode, but I watched it. And I saw Lana Star right in front of my Heat, push him to the side, and picking High Swag and Play Pink, the Hollyhood Barbies. I wanted them to challenge for the Wild Tag Championship against Bourbon. And here we are, episode 26, and it's happening in the main event. And again, I like Hollyhood, AJ, Detroit Barbie, Ray Tucker. It makes sense. That's beside the point. The point is, Lana Star believes in High Swag and Play Pink so much as he willing to push Sweet Heat to the side. You know, Play Pink still cannot stand High Swag. But Lindsay just steps up and says, "Hey, Lana, I think you got your priorities all wrong here. Why are we the first matchup? We always the main event. We're the 4-time tag champions." And Lori said, "You know what? Don't worry about it, Linz. We don't need Lana. These two, she can have these two. These two can sit here and take notes and see how will the champions work."
Let's be nice. We don't have to go there. I mean, you're not wrong, but you didn't have to say it. I mean, good Lord.
Speaking of Miami Heat, they're head of the ring right now. We're going to be against the team of Tormenta and Aussie once again. They literally fought each other 2 weeks ago on episode 24, where Aussie and Tormenta defeated Street Heat. That was the episode where Lana Star did not accompany Street Heat to the ring for the first time since they formed the Fab Four. And I'm not going to really complain that much about this match happening again, because every time these two teams meet, they never have a bad match. Until now, because this matchup was not that good. It was bosses here, bosses there, bosses everywhere, but it wasn't like unwatchable in my opinion. I do think majority of the reason why it would end up being the way it was because Tormenta got hurt during the first big spot in the match. Because beginning the matchup, you see both teams in the ring. He got thrown out of the ring by the Bay Faces. But Aussie hit the suicide dive on both Lori and Linz, and then Tormenta got on top of, hit the senton onto both Lori and Lindsay on the outside. But she landed awkwardly on her leg, on the back of the leg. I thought she hit Lana on the back. I thought she missed the spot completely, but she did hit both Lori and Lindsay. And her leg got hurt in the process. And that part of the reason why some of the spots were botched, because Tormenta got hurt and she tried to fight through the pain. But other than that, I'm not gonna crap on both Street Heat or Tormenta or Aussie. Things happen, and this matchup was good, not great. But the majority of the matchup, you see Lori and Lindsay being up on Tormenta. At one point, you had them do the spin cycle. Lori hit the senton while Lindsay hit the John Cena the punch to the mat. But they did hit the slingshot spear where Lori slingshot Lindsay to Tormenta, hit her a spear, and actually looked pretty good. But yeah, Tormenta tagging Aussie, the hot tag. She hit the crossbody to Lindsay, and she is like throwing Lori out of the ring. And she hits Lindsay with a super kick. They go for the weird bell Goldberg combination, and Lindsay forgot where she was supposed to fall, and she bossed it again. Things happen. Lori and Lindsay take advantage of the miscommunication from Aussie and Tormenta. They throw Tormenta out of the ring. They grab Aussie, hit her with a fat jab. 1, 2, 3, and minus heat. Get the win. They get the win back over the Bay Faces, and they get their first win without Lana Star in quite some time. And they show High Swag and Play Pink how a true tag team works. And after the match, you see Lindsay with her mouth busted open, which sucks, but thankfully she was okay. But I just think with Lindsay get her mouth busted open and Tormenta hurt her leg early in the matchup, the flow wasn't there, and they were not on top of their game this time around. And again, they have had better matches. So I'm not putting the blame on either teams, and keep in mind, keep an open mind that these ladies tape a ton of episodes a while. They taped a whole bunch of episodes during this time in August last year. Like every week, they did 2 days of tapings. So that would take a toll on you. That would mess you up a little bit. So that's probably why this match was not as good as it was last couple times. Last few episodes a while. But again, mistakes happen. Happen to the best of them, and hopefully when you do have another match is a lot better. That matchup we have Gigi Gianni alongside PK with them, representing the Lions, taking on Chella. It was a short matchup, but it was decent nonetheless. But I do like how the Brat Pack they do have tag team matches, but I also like the fact that they also do single matches. Like Gigi would have a single match, then PK would have a single match the following week. I like that. And also, I mean, more tag teams could still do that. I know Ambulance Thing does that too, Colin Collins and Gary Jinx, but I just feel like more tag teams should do like single matches here and there instead of just strictly tag team matches. Because I'm confident that most of these tag teams that do just tag team matches are capable of doing single matches too, like Miami Heat. But this matchup was, again, it was decent. It wasn't that much going on in this match. Gigi Gianni got her spots in. I would say that the spots that she did, where that really caught my eye the most was Gigi Gianni hitting the Spires Rub with the sidewalk slam, swinging sidewalk slam move that she did, that made famous by my favorite wrestler of all time, Victoria. So when she did that, I was like, oh snap, like on you, Gigi. it looked pretty damn good. But Chella getting her comeback in, taking out Gigi Gianni. But every time she gets the opening, Gigi kicks out. But the close muscle matchup, you have Chella go for a springboard crossbody, but BK with him is right there, causing distraction, and Gigi Gianni moves out of the way. He sees his finisher. 1, 2, 3, and Gigi Gianni gets the win over Chella. Semi-main event, we have Genesis taking on the other fifth sister, Roxxy Fierce. At the beginning of season 3, we saw Genesis defeating Roxxy Fierce, and now we see her going against Roxxy's sister, Roxxy. And the more I've been seeing Roxxy Fierce wrestle, and while especially in season 3, the more I can tell she's getting better each matchup, and she uses her power to her advantage, her solo blocks, her back suplexes, her splashes in the corner that look pretty damn good. I can tell she's getting better in the ring, so I appreciate that. And I give best shout out to Roxxy Fierce. Roxxy takes advantage early on in this match, but the momentum quickly changed when Genesis counters the splash in the corner and hit her with a let sweep, making Roxxy hit face first in the turnbuckle post, turnbuckle pad. That's when Genesis targets the leg of Roxxy throughout the whole matchup, and put her in various leg submissions, even to excommunicator with his educator, as aka Al Copeland, aka Cope, dumbass name. Anyway, Roxxy Fierce gets out of excommunicator by turning herself and pinning Genesis. Not only did Genesis had to let go of the hole, but she had to kick out. So that was a really nice move from Roxxy. Roxy Fear is trying to get back in the matchup, doing her comeback, but you can tell that her leg is giving out on her after all the damage it took the whole matchup from Genesis, and she trying to make one more valiant effort, just to power through, but Genesis takes advantage, kick her in the injured leg, and hit her with a spin around kick for the win, and Genesis takes down the other Fierce sister and gets her 6th win in a row, singles win in WoW of Season 3. And you already know, after every win from Genesis, she grabs the microphone and lets everybody know who she is and cut a promo. And she cuts a promo, you know, she gives Roxxy Fierce her gratitude, her flowers, and she says, you know what? I'm getting really bored and tired of winning all the time and not being taken seriously. I broke out of that style, and it seems to me that you guys want to keep me back in. And McLean had the nerve to call this chick impatient. Impatient. You call her impatient. You gotta be freaking kidding me. You call her impatient, meanwhile you have Chantilly come out after her match, and you see go on the diatribe about how Abilene and Paloma said that they demanded a championship match, and you said to her that championship match is not given, they're earned. Why the hell do you give Chantilly a championship match against a Grandmaster on this episode? Meanwhile, Chantilly can't get 3 or 4 wins in a row, while Genesis had won 6 matches in a row. Singles matches, not counting tag team matches, because forget all that. It's like the freaking Gambino effect, because Adrian Gambino last season, before she got hurt, won 9 single matches, including being Ben's Aussie. I know that because I was there. I was there. Yeah, you didn't give her a chance to match 8 times, because she didn't deserve it. Get the hell out of here. Move that BS, because there's plenty of women on the roster that I believe can get a chance to match other than Satan Garrett. I get it. You're too scared of doing heel versus heel matches, because Grandmaster is a heel, Genesis is a heel. You can either make her as a badass babyface. You really want to, just like Jay Jones is, or you can have Smart and Grandmaster stop hiding and stop being scared of Genesis and give her a chance to match that Genesis has earned. In my honest opinion, I'm about to curse. That's how annoyed I am with this. Give Genesis her time match and put Chantilly on the side for 1 week, because honestly, I'd rather see Genesis versus Grandmaster anyway.
This needs to stop now.
Now time for the main event. Bourbon versus the Hollyhood Barbies for the Wild Tag Championships. And you already know what came down, how all went down. I told you at the very beginning in the review. And this matchup was pretty good till the ending. Because the ending, we gotta talk about that when we get there. But the matchup was fun. We have Jay Jones and Penelope Pink started the match. At one point, you had Jay Jones just touring Penelope Pink, put her in a waist lock with her thighs, and started sparring while all around the ring, while she yelling at High Swag in the corner like, you did this crap, you did this, you put me in this situation. And she puts her in the corner, and she makes Penelope Pink kiss her grits with a hip attack. And she tags in Baby Betty, and Baby Betty does her combo Bulldog and Super Kick to Penelope Pink. And Penelope Pink says, F all this, she tags in Holly Swag. And Baby Betty says, get over here. Get over here, you little piece of crap. And the whole time, He's tagging High Swag does not want to be in the ring with her mother because he knows she's gonna get whooping for real. And she's just like avoiding the elbow to the point that Baby Bay tags in Jay Jones, and Jay Jones tosses her in the ring, and she just started beating the crap out of her. Send her in the corner, hit her with elbows, like series of elbows in the face. And then she tags in Baby Betty, and that's when Baby Betty puts High Swag on her lap, started spanking her, and it's just embarrassing her in front of everybody. And we see High Swag get ready to cry, all sad and hurt that this happened. But she comes to her senses because she's hawk to spits on her mother and slaps her in the face. That's when we see the Hollyhood come out and starts a muscle in Baby Bay and chopping her alongside Baby Pink. They just like having her way with Baby Bay in corner, like just 2-on-1 assault for Baby Betty, two Baby Betty, and the whole matchup. The rest of the matchup was just all Baby Pink and High Swag until we eventually see the Jay Jones hot tag. But at one point in the match, you had Baby Betty get ready to do the photo op from Lana Star and High Swag while Baby Pink is choking Baby Betty, but Jay Jones gets in the ring and just hits Baby Pink with a huge forearm to the face, knock her out of the ropes. Well, they get back in the ring and they start isolating Baby Betty again, and Baby Pink hits the sliding German suplex to Baby Betty, having High Swag holding her mother's feet, and she tried to go for high five to for Baby Pink, but Baby Pink says F off, and eventually we see Jesse Jones get the hot tag, taking out everybody. Taking out Baby Pink, taking out High Swag, and she puts High Swag in a gory special, and Baby Pink comes in, breaks out the submission, and both teams in the ring, and we gotta see a double pin from Bourbon, pinning both High Swag and Baby Pink. But wait a minute, who's that? Oh, it's Miami Heat. They come in, attack the champions, Bourbon, and the DQ, and of course, they also caused High Swag and Baby Pink the matchup, but they didn't care. They jumped on the beatdown and they started beating up Bourbon. But out comes Miami Heat's opponents earlier in the night, Aussie and Tormenta. They come in and make the save for Bourbon, and that's how the episode ends. Baby faces and heels just beat each other up, and the referees and the security guys to break up the fight. So yeah, the main event ends in a DQ, and Bourbon are still the tag champions. Now the question is, are you still gonna try to have Swag and Pink go out the tag titles, or is Lana Star gonna be nice to Miami Heat and give them the tag titles that they deserve? Either way, the more I see the plan of this eventual civil war between the Fab Four, the more I'm interested. I mean, it may be only interested thing on WoW right now, in my honest opinion, but I'm still, I'm locked in this whole storyline. That's my review of WoW Season 3, Episode 26. Let me know down below in the comments what you thought of the episode. You've seen the episode. If not, check out the matches that you missed on our YouTube channel, WoW Superheroes. And hope you're having a good day. Hope you enjoying this nice ass weather in Minnesota. If you're in Minnesota, and it does feel like spring over here. It doesn't feel like winter. It feels like spring. We're done with snow. It's March. We don't need no snow in March anymore or April. We're done with snow. Done. But anyway, like, comment, subscribe, tap the bell, and hope you guys are taking care of yourselves and each other. In the meantime, I'm not gonna be able to take no black. I'm out.